Hey, where are you from?
Chicago.
Where are you from?
Indiana.
Where are you from?
Russia.
From? Where are you guys from?
What do you mean? We live here.
Where are you from, though?
I'm from St. Louis.
Where are you from?
Where was I born?
Where were you born?
I was born in the United States. My soul comes from Har Sinai because I'm one of the children of Israel. What brings you to the Holy Land?
Documenting what's going on here.
What have you discovered so far?
Well, I just took a walk up on top of the hill here where my friend Therese was born in 1948.
The hill have a name?
Up here in the Russian compound.
Sure.
Yeah. And she was born there in 1948. And then when the Zionists came, they forced her family to Jordan.
You mean they didn't? You mean to say that for the when the 7 invading armies decided to commit genocide against Israel, what happened was 78% of the Arabs left because of the invading armies telling them to leave to get out of the way.
Maybe you can ask her about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the history, my friend.
Okay.
78% left on their own volition because they were told by the invading armies that were seeking our destruction at our rebirth back in 1948.
How do you feel about the settlements?
How do I feel about Jewish communities that exist in the biblical heartland of which we are the children of Israel, the indigenous
So is
people
the West
from?
Bank Israel?
The West Bank is no such thing as the West Bank. It's Judea, Samaria. Only the people that are against,
Judea and Samaria.
against the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob call it the West Bank.
And where should the Palestinians go?
The Arabs of Palestine, first of all, there's no such thing as a Palestinian.
Where should the Arab Palestinians go that are in the West Bank?
The Arabs that live in our ancestral biblical homeland,
where should they go?
Where should they go? They're probably going to stay where they are, and they have autonomy as it is. They have administrative autonomy.
Should they get a vote in Israeli
no,
elections?
They should vote in the Jordanian parliament, where the vast majority of them already live.
No, but I mean the ones to the west of the Jordan River.
They want to seek a national identity. They're more than welcome to vote in the Jordanian parliament to seek their national identity.
But they're not part of Jordan.
Jordan is
so then maybe.
Well, I should say Trans-Jordan because they changed their name from Trans to Jordan after they illegally divided the land of Israel.
So you think they should vote in Jordanian elections?
I think that if they want to seek a national identity, they're more than welcome to do so in Jordan.
In Jordan, and where would that border be?
Well, where's the border? The border already exists. We already have a peace agreement which demarcates the border between.
So it should be the green line.
The green line is not a border. It's an armistice line. It was never a border.
Okay, so where would Jordan end and Israel begin?
We already have a border with Jordan in the 1994.
The river.
We already have a border with Jordan. We have an agreement with
Jordan.
Jordan.
Okay, so what about the Palestinians that are on this side of the river? Where should they go?
They have already have administrative autonomy. They're already in charge of their own destiny, and they can vote for national identity in the Jordanian parliament.
But you just said that's not part of Jordan. You just said that.
No, but if they want to seek a national identity, they should do it in the Jordanian parliament, not in our Knesset.
So they should move to Jordan.
Nobody's saying they should move to Jordan. Nobody's asking them to leave. Are we asking them to leave? We're there to protect our coastal plain. 80% of our population lives there. We are on the Judean mountains to protect our.
Is that why you're in Sheikh Jarrah for security reasons?
What?
Is that why you're moving into Sheikh Jarrah for security reasons?
Sheikh Jarrah is deeded land that's owned by us. It's our land.
What about the people that lived there?
No, the Christians stole it from us, the Romans, and then the Christian Crusaders stole it from us, and the Arabs stole it from the Christians, and then God brought us back in the fulfillment of prophecy, just as He promised in the Torah. We're living in biblical times. God has returned us to our land. We are the indigenous population of this land, unless, of course, you want to.
Where was your grandfather born?
My grandfather, we were dispersed to Eastern Europe. Most of my family.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
And then to the U.S.?
Well, my father had to leave Germany because of the Holocaust, so he escaped.
So he went to the U.S.? What did he do for a living in the U.S.?
He was in the garment center.
Garment? So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New York.
New York? And how old were you when you moved to Israel?
I spent 11 years of my life in Israel so far.
Okay.
I've come to.
So 11 years ago you moved here?
Not necessarily. I've been on and off, but anyway, I've come back to claim my ancestral portion of the land God gave my ancestors and me.
Hey, where are you from?
Israel,
Where were your parents born?
Libya. The Jewish came to Israel in 1948 when, thanks goodness, former Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion announced on the establishment of the new Jewish state. So
How do
there
you
was
feel about the Palestinians that were here before the Jews?
I tell you what, my automatic instincts are to feel sorry for them, but this country belongs to us.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Have you ever read the Bible?
Yeah.
You did. You know about Ibrahim.
Yeah.
We call him Abraham.
Uh-huh.
God, that we say Akadosh Baruch Hu,
Yeah.
promised Abraham,
Mhm.
he told him, Lecha etem et haaretz azot.
Mhm.
I will give this land to you
Mm.
and your children and the children of your children after. This country belongs to us. I don't feel apologetic about it. I don't feel guilty about it. It belongs to us. But it doesn't mean that I think that we have to treat the Palestinian badly. I don't think so. I'm very, very much for human rights. And I think, the Judaism says that we have to treat every person with honor, something that they don't do. Because you probably know, like most of the people, about what the big thing that happened last week. Now, the prisoners, they're prisoners, and they're not prisoners, they are murder, they are, they did awful things. They get here rights human, they get visitors, they get good food, they get everything. Don't
So
believe to what they tell
my
you.
friend Therese was born here in 1948, up on the hill above you,
Yes.
where
Okay.
this mall is now.
Okay.
And her family was forced out of here, and she had to go to Jordan. She's a Christian. Do you believe Christians have a right to live here? People like Therese, should she have been driven out of the country?
I think that your friend and other people have rights to live here, but they have to understand that the Jewish people own this country. They can live here as visitors.
So they're more important than Christians and Muslims, Jews. Here they're more important.
It's not a measure of importance. Look, okay, if you have a house, okay, that you got from your great-great-great-father,
Yes.
it's your house, in spite of the fact that you have been exiled from this house with force. I mean, we have been exiled from this country 2,000 years ago with force. I mean, they forced us to live here.
So
They
your
were very,
family
very
left
cruel.
2,000 years ago? Your family?
Yes.
Your family?
Yes,
They were
yes,
forced
yes,
out of here and
yes,
went to
yes,
Libya?
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, we, the Jewish people, we are the chosen nation, and all of you will recognize it. It's so stupid of the Muslim and the Christian not to admit it. I tell you, you know why?
Why?
I tell you why. Because when the redemption will become, all of you will enjoy the richness that we will come to this country.
Ah.
You understand? But you have to recognize the fact
So,
that
what
we
about before
are the
then?
chosen nation.
What about before the redemption? Can we enjoy it before the redemption?
Before the redemption, we have to try to respect each other, to treat people with human rights, which is very, very important for. It's not for me; it's the Judaism that says so. I mean, the Judaism is not for all the human rights and everything that I assume that you are Christian, that you, the Christian and the Muslim, think that you make it. It all comes from the Judaism. I mean, we initially thought about the seventh day that gives rise to people that work. I tell you what I think. I think that it's changing recently because last week not only Gilad Shalit back on, there was also a tzada. You know what tzada? People from all the country work. Okay, I don't know the in English it's Fared. Anyway, and there was Christian people with big sign, we love Israel. So it's changing. But what I think is that you people don't recognize the fact that there is hierarchy, and the top of the hierarchy is the Jewish nation. It doesn't look now because we're small and we're poor. Recently it's not so much because the economic crisis, thank goodness, skip over Israel, but still we are not big, you know, like United States. But we are the most unique and special. We are the Son of God. And when you recognize it,
as opposed to everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is hierarchy. It's not equal.
Yeah.
And the Jews.
So it goes
on the
Jews,
top.
then Christians.
On the top.
Then who after the
And on
Jews?
the top, in spite of all the suffering that you Christians let us feel, I mean the Holocaust. We
So
suffer
so it goes
much from
Jews and then what?
Christianity.
Jews and then what?
The rest of the people.
The rest are equal after the Jews?
I tell you what, there is Jews, and the rest of the people has to only they are only committed to what we call Sheva Mitzvot B'nei Noach, 7 mitzvot of the sons of Noach. You know Noach? Noach, okay? So you have now the 7 mitzvot are not to murder, not to steal, not incest or whatever it's called. But we, the Jewish people, and you have to recognize, and when you recognize, when the rest of the world will recognize it, you will get lots of richness. It will be good for all the world, all the suffering. Why you keep photoing me?
Keep what?
What is it?
Oh, I'm videotaping you.
Ah.
You guys Israelis?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Over here.
Yeah, you were born here. You were born here?
Yep.
How about your parents? Where are they from?
Here.
Yeah, your parents were born where? What city?
Palestine.
Palestine. Right on. How about you? Where's your family
Like
from?
this word, huh? He's not that good in English.
Oh, okay. So your parents were born in Palestine.
Yep.
And they're Jewish?
Arab Jewish.
Arab Jewish.
Arab Jewish.
Okay.
That's cool, huh?
And how did they get along with the Muslims before 48?
It's cool. No problems. Why do you think there's problems?
You
From
think
48.
no problems?
Problems start after 48.
Problems start after 48. Hey, where are you guys from? English?
Little bit.
Huh?
Little bit.
Little bit. Where are you from? How about your family? Where's your family from? Where were your parents born?
Morocco.
Morocco. Right on. Where are you guys from? Where?
We live here.
You live in Israel? Were you born here?
Yes.
Yeah. How about your parents?
They both also live here and born in here.
They were born in Israel. How about your grandparents?
My grandparents is from Germany, Hungary.
Germany, Hungary.
And
Right on.
her grandfather is from Iran.
Iran. Go Iran. Yeah. Woo. All right. Have a good. Are you English? English? Little English? What are you police? Police?
Yes.
Police? Where are you from?
Israel.
Israel? Where's your family from? Where's your family from?
I don't want to talk about.
You don't want to talk? From? LA. LA, right on. You Israeli citizen? Yeah.